Hey all, and welcome back to Fuzzy Ducksy Gaming and episode 4 of Farming for a Mageblood. Now this episode there isn't actually that much footage of logbooks or mapping, as I've decided it was finally time to level a second character. So I decided to sink a ton of currency into an Omniscience Winter Orb Scion. It's a very expensive build to get to a high level. I would think the total investment for this to feel super good and comfy is probably 150 to 200x. At the moment, I've invested, I would say 30 to 35 exalts, and the build just about functions. I'm enjoying the playstyle though, and it's certainly something that I'll continue to build on. So this episode, there's really just a couple of logbooks and some mapping to show, because I've been getting the Winter Orb character leveled. I think the character is now, let me just double check. So the character is now level 92. It's going along nice and quickly. We've not done any Gwennen gambles this episode, as the logbooks I found didn't have Gwennen on, and the ones that did were really, really bad layouts. And there was a Tusion one on there, for example, with a really good tile set. So in terms of results, Tusion is actually paying off big time. I'm kind of thinking I should just concentrate on him and then buy a Mageblood with all the money that we can make from him. So again, this episode, we've only run a few logbooks. So within the Tusion logbook, I had an exalt drop. I've also had another exalt from his inventory window. So that brings Tusion exalts up to 3. This is really just a window I'm keeping a few bits of loot in. There's obviously lots of other currency I'm getting on the side when I'm logbooking, but I don't want to dump all this into a tab and let Excellence Next tell me what it's worth, because it's probably going to be wrong. But Tusion is easily covering the cost of buying, scarabs, stuff like that for mapping. So we've also gambled these cards up. So in the last episode, I said I had 1 nurse and 1 wealth and power drop. I took the wealth and power into a harvest. I had 2 div gambles, did them both, and it doubled both times. So I went to 2 and then to 4. So these 4 cards are worth just short of 7x for a set of 4. But what I'm probably going to do, just for something to do, is keep gambling it and hope to get to 11 and get a level 4 Enlighten, because they're like 20 odd x. And they sell a lot easier than selling the individual div cards. And they've just got a few stacked decks to open, which I will do as I'm talking, and we'll see if we can get another jackpot card. Very unlikely. I've been super, super lucky with stacked decks recently. So I'm not expecting anything to come out of it. If it does, it'd be great. So let's take these out and have a look as we go along. No idea what that is. Rubbish, 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 rubbish. Yep, we're getting a picture here. Wow, these are more junk than normal. Okay, so they were absolutely terrible. So we will stick those back in. I really should be selling these, if I'm honest. Because I'm pretty sure they must sell okay in bulk now. But anyway, there was just something to keep the video going. So currency tab has taken an absolute battering because I leveled up this character, which cost a fair amount to get it to a state where it's just about runnable. So I've only got 13 raw X left. Used nearly all of my chaos orbs. I ended up having to sell some of the stuff in my my fragments, because I literally run out of chaos and I needed a few items left to get the build functioning. The build itself is not my build. It's a build that I got from Palstron's YouTube channel. I'll link it down below. But I will just say it is very expensive to get it feeling really, really safe, because you ideally need a Forbidden Flame and Flesh combo. And since he's brought the video out, obviously they've rocketed in price. And if you can get the jewels, they're sort of 50, 60x for the combo. So it's quite pricey. It's probably something I'll do at some point. Maybe once the hype dies down for the build, I might go and get those items. And as you can see from the strategy, the single target is not great. And this character is, I'd say, fairly well geared. But it's 100% mapping build, so it doesn't bother me. It's never going to touch a boss. I've got my Lightning Strike character to take care of the bossing side of things. The last thing to cover off, I'll just quickly show you the Expedition tab, just to show I really haven't got very much. So we've got 18 Gwennens. We've still got this ROG logbook, which I just can't be bothered to run. And then we've got plenty of currency. So we are hopefully now, I've got my mapping character in a good position. It can run T16s absolutely fine. So it should give me a chance to really, really motor on and get some logbooks done, get some maps done really quick. And then hopefully the next episode, which will be episode 5, we're going to have a massive Astragali gambling session. Now, last thing to show you is I've changed my tree quite a bit. It's still a bit higgledy-piggledy because I've still got these bossing nodes because I do want to do these and I want to try and get these forbidden jewels. So I'm keeping these in for now. I need to get rid of these strongbox ones. I'm just waiting to get full refund points. But essentially, we're going Harbies, Breach, Expedition, Strongboxes, Essences, and then the Eater and the Exarch influences. Now, the reason I've put Essences back in is every person in the world at the moment seems to be trying to run some sort of omniscience build. And that means that gear with high stats on are very expensive. Like if I show you my rings here, they're nothing special. They're basically life, stats, and an open prefix, and they're 1x minimum, and there might even be more now. So the essences for attributes are actually skyrocketing in bulk. You can sell them in bulk for like 9, 10 chaos each, and they drop fairly regularly. These are the essences that in previous leagues have been like, these ones are junk, let's stick them in a harvest gamble and change them into something else, but now they're worth money. So I've started putting essences in again because they're super profitable. And that's really it. That's kind of the update. Hopefully, as I say, the next one's going to be a big gambling video. As always, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next video.